Food Reviews with Fatty. As always, I'm your host, Jay, aka Fatty, P-H-A-T-T-Y. If you're not familiar with what I'm doing today, I'm actually doing a review of the limited edition Y3000 Coca-Cola. It is futuristic flavored. I did pick the zero sugar, and they call it like a creations drink. Obviously, it's an ode to the Y2K deal, except for this is called Y3000, so we'll just call it Y3K. This is considered a limited edition item, and they claim that the Coca-Cola employees actually made this with a combination of them and AI, which I completely understand. Not at all. It doesn't make any sense at all. This has 90 milligrams of sodium. It has zero sugar, and it has aspartame in it. And as you already know, aspartame is bad for everybody. Irritability, sleeplessness, nausea, sweatiness. We can go on for days about how bad this is for you. Why I worry about it, I don't. Just as far as intake goes, you don't want to take a whole lot of this in because this is not really, aspartame's not good for you. That's what makes the diet sodas all taste pretty bad, and the zero sugar too. So my first opinion of this, I've already actually opened it, and I was just smelling it. And to be perfectly honest, my biggest concern is this does smell like AI made it in a computer lab. That would be no surprising. Not surprising at all. No surprise, period. It actually has a smell that's like, this smells disgusting, kind of, with a sweet tinge. This is something that happens a lot with aspartame because even though it's a chemical substance that's used to sweeten it artificially, it still does taste pretty bad. Like, you can taste the chemical if you really taste a drink. If you have the one that's actually the sugar one, and then you taste this one, you're going to taste a big difference in the drinks. This is something that all the companies are doing. I don't know why they can't put stevia or something that's actually, I don't even mean stevia, but just like an artificial sweetener that's not aspartame, because this definitely doesn't help out anybody. It's actually really disgusting. So, yeah, that's my first nitpick. I'm just going to pull that right out of there. I'm going to try my best not to be too harsh on this because I feel that the taste of aspartame is definitely going to bring down the flavor of the drink slightly. But I guess I'm going to see what the year 3000 tastes like right now. So, yeah, the year 3000. I remember back in the day they had a thing. Conan O'Brien actually did. And it was pretty amusing. More or less, he would just take a flashlight and sit on a dark set and put the flashlight up to his face, and he would be like, in the year 2000. And they did this like all the time, like for right up until the year 2000. Actually, they did it for about a year straight as a steady running skit on his show, and it was actually pretty funny. So, in the honor of Conan O'Brien, I'm going to do one of my own. This is my own version. In the year 3000. In the year 3000, Coca-Cola employees will come together with AI, and they'll make the Y3000. So now I've got to ask myself the big question. Why? Not just why, but why? Why is this a better flavor? Why is this made by AI? And why does it smell like brake fluid? And it kind of had like it kind of has like a brake fluid smell. I don't understand why that would be. I mean, I know there's not brake fluid in it. I looked at the actual everything that's in here. The caramel coloration is not good for you. The aspartame is not good for you. Those are both bad. Both known to not only irritate you, but also to cause cancer. So they're actually putting cancer-causing substances in this. And yes, I'm drinking it on a small basis. I'm not drinking it on a heavy basis because I'm trying to stay away from caramel coloration as well. And soda in general. But for the sake of the review, I chose to do these just so that way I can give an opinion, honestly, about how I feel about it. I'm really hoping that this is going to be a hit, but I really don't care if it is or not, honestly. Main reason I don't care, I'll tell you why. Because I don't drink it very often. So even when it tastes like crap, that means I lost a couple dollars. By the way, this is almost $2.50 for a 20 ounce. Coca-Cola has this way of doing this with Mountain Dew and Coca-Cola. Even if they're not part of the same company, Pepsi Cola, you name it. All the companies do it. There's always aspartame. There's always caramel coloration. Neither one of these things good for people, but what are you supposed to do? You can't live without it. Got to have that Coca-Cola, right? So, without further ado, man, I'm telling you. Ugh. Let's start off with what this really tastes like. Is it tastes like they took Coca-Cola, basically the vanilla kind. They took the vanilla kind, added a bunch of water to it. A bunch of water. Probably added about this much carbonation to the whole bottle for the recipe. Well, obviously they didn't make them. These were, you know, large batch made, of course. So it was just a machine that like 10 bottles side by side, and it just dumps a steady stream going into these. That way they're not wasting all their chemicals that they're putting in there that cause cancer. That's just flat out. You can do the research. It's public knowledge that aspartame and caramel coloration are bad for people, and these companies don't care. That's why they love you so much when you buy their merchandise at Christmas time. So yeah, I'm just putting it out on blast because I think people should have the right to understand what they're drinking when they drink it. So yeah, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, everybody that makes the caramel coloration, this one's for you, buddy. Man, I hate to make 3 videos back to back saying that something's nasty, but I just have to have that opinion. I can't help it. Would I ever buy this again? No. Short answer, no. This is a big thumbs down. I'm giving 2 thumbs down. This is the worst soda that I've ever tasted, and I think probably since I was doing the little suicide drinks. You know, take your drink and, you know, go around the little self-serve at, say, like Circle K or something. And I know you know what I'm talking about. Anybody who was ever a child once and is now a grown adult is going to know exactly what I'm talking about. The suicide is just a mix of every kind of drink that's on the little self-serve. So you just go down through Mountain Dew, Fanta, Coca-Cola, and you just fill it with all these kinds of drinks because you're a kid and you don't really care what it tastes like, but you believe you're making your own special flavor. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I've never understood to this day why I did that. I never understood why anybody else did that. Now, probably just to be cool, because my cousins, we used to be like brothers and sisters, like especially my 2, Stacy and Jason. Those are my cousins that used to be really close with me, and now these days they kind of like have their own lives and their own stuff going on, just like I do. And so I get it. You know, not as much time in life to really, you know, come around and say hi or whatever. I mean, once in a while, anyhow, that doesn't matter. The point is that this was the worst thing I've ever tasted in my entire life, and I would not give this to my enemy. No, I'm already getting. No, never again. Never again, Coca-Cola. Take your Y3000 and don't bring it back. It's disgusting. I'm just going to tell you how it is. I'd rather not lie, which I don't on this channel. I don't tell anything that I don't know. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this review. So yeah, this was terrible. Terrible drink. I wouldn't offer this to my enemy, nor a crackhead on the corner, or anybody else for that matter. I just wouldn't do it. It's disgusting. So, with that being said, please do like and subscribe, everybody, and tell people about me. Word of mouth is good too as well. Tell them about Food Reviews with Fatty. I'm trying to make different videos daily, so that way there's as much content as I possibly can put out. That way people know whether these things are good or not before they go spending their hard-earned money. So I'm spending my hard-earned money to make sure that you don't have to spend yours. You are welcome. So please do tell people about us. The word of mouth definitely helps out. I could use all the subscribers I can get right now because I'm just now starting out and things are moving a little slowly on the subscriber side, but we're working on that. Please do that. Also, if you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link in the box below the descriptions. There's also some links in there for Teespring and Printify. I do have links for each of these for both of my businesses, J Pump Music, and also for the Food Reviews channel, Food Reviews with Fatty. I also have some of my personal designs that I came up with. If you happen to see any of those, by all means, if you want to support the channel and just get some merch, that'd be awesome too. Any promotion is good promotion, any promo. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. Thank you, all you lovely people, for staying to the end of the video if you did. And for those of you who didn't, maybe watch another video. You might find one you like. Sometimes I say stupid stuff, but it's all for the entertainment and it's all for the purposes of real honesty on this channel. We do bring the most honest reviews, period. If it's a thumbs down, I even so much as think it's a thumbs down, I'm going to let you know. So that's definitely not going to be a hard thing to figure out. So without further ado, I'm going to call it a day, so it's a day. Thank you for staying for the end of the video, and have a great day. With that being said, Food Reviews with Fatty. Oh.